Most beginners, while starting their personal brand on LinkedIn, post random acts of content and then they wonder, why am I not getting paying clients? You start copying other creators or posting diluted content that confuses your readers and makes them not understand what your offer really is. But the truth is, once you define your content strategy, or to be specific, content pillars, that's when you notice that your content is sharper, start seeing changes and getting paying clients in under than 3 months. In this video, I will show you the exact strategy that breaks down your content pillars step by step. We will cover educational pillar, personal stories pillar, and client stories pillar. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to tweak to finally start landing paying clients. With my own mentees and clients, I constantly see how they sabotage their personal brands. They start posting random acts of content that gets crickets, not only from the algorithm, but from their potential paying clients. With that simple tweak that I'm about to share, I'll teach you how to position yourself properly and start landing paying clients just like my clients and my mentees did. Most entrepreneurs are lazy or greedy to give value for free. Posting tips, step-by-step guides, and frameworks makes you position as an expert and increases the trust of your potential clients. People start receiving value from your content. Not only this, they start falling in love with you, and the moment they've got the clarity from your content, they obviously want to know more because now it comes to resolving their own tangled specific situation. And that's when you start people booking discovery calls with you because now they want your expert opinion on their specific situation. Imagine if you were only posting aesthetic and lifestyle content. While it's very good for the eye, but at the same time, people would never see an expert in you. They will just see another personal account. I personally love sharing a lot of wisdom and a lot of journey content on my LinkedIn, but at the end of the day, I always comply to my expertise, which is talking about messaging and how to extract it from getting clear on your deeper why, which is talking about storytelling and how to deliver it through your content, which is talking about how to optimize your content so that you start getting more eyeballs by the algorithm of any social media channel. I make sure that through my educational content, people always associate me with a storyteller, with a branding expert, and with a social media expert. Every time when someone wants a social media or branding consultation from me, I don't have to over-explain them like I would do for the interview back when I would apply for 9-to-5 jobs. They're already aware and they see so much value in me, and our conversation just flows very naturally, and we're literally at the stage when we're just sealing the deal. Therefore, please don't be lazy or please don't be greedy, because educational content meant to show your practical side so that the person knows exactly in what way are you going to solve their problem. And once you know how to gain trust from your audience, the next missing piece is how to start attracting value-aligned opportunities. Because yes, educational content does raise trust and it does help you to attract clients, but most of the time you end up also attracting not so pleasant clients to work with. And you want to make sure that your clients do not only see you as an expert, but they also see you as a human. Most entrepreneurs I have seen, they find a loophole and just ChatGPT their educational content. Sounds easy, right? But then yet, at the same time, they have the audacity to expect to attract soulmate clients that will come and just bang on their door and just be begging to work with them. What you have to understand is that at the age of AI, at the end of the day, information is just a commodity. Information used to be way valuable 5 years ago before the AI. But right now, information is available all over AI. But what they ultimately would be looking for is the human side of you. By posting personal stories, you have a chance to show your values, what you stand for, what you hate, what you support, and what is your opinion and beliefs on this subject, and how would you approach life generally. This way, a person who is watching you, who could be your potential client, they will decide whether they resonate with that message of yours. And most of the time, they resonate. They start valuing your either optimism, either your sarcasm, either your straightforwardness. And that's the final piece when they start saying that, oh yeah, I see that this person is an expert. I love that they have this expertise and I need it, but I also want to choose them because I just like their personality. That's why I want to work with them. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, marketing is always about feelings. We keep forgetting that. We keep trying trying to be very logical when it comes to our content. Yes, having the practical side through the educational pillar is pretty much amazing, but it's also important to show the human side and to be able to share your personal journey as an entrepreneur so that you finally start attracting value-aligned opportunities that really look up to you. I had a client once who only posted educational content, which was super valuable, but what he complained to me about that he kept attracting not so pleasant clients to work with. I noticed from his discovery calls that majority of his clients were very skeptical, too much revenue driven, they had no patience, and they just wanted shortcuts and very instant results. They hated the idea of personal brand, but they were like, okay, let's do it since everybody's talking about it. But then what ended up happening, these unpleasant clients that at the end of the day would walk out very dissatisfied from his coaching program. And I told my client after auditing his personal branding page, that's pretty much your fault because you are only posting educational content. You really failed to show us who are you as a person, what are the things that you can stand. You didn't share your personal journey, how actually hard it is and how long it took you to get here, how difficult it is to build a personal brand, how much struggle it takes, how much mindset shifts you have to do, how much humble you have to become in this journey of entrepreneurship. You haven't shared any of that, so obviously you attract everybody, and even including the unpleasant people. But if you actually start calling out those people, share how much you do not resonate with these people and how much you have grown as well, that's when you start attracting people. They're gonna be more high value clients that are pleasant to work with, and they're gonna walk out with the huge satisfaction that will help you with your reviews. I've talked a lot about how to attract value aligned opportunities through tapping deeper into your inner why and purpose, so make sure that you check out my other video where I specifically talk about it and how to open you up as a person and not only as an expert. Now that people trust your expertise and now that people are attached to you as a person, if you do not proceed with the next content pillar that I'm about to share, you will fail to nudge your potential clients to finally take action, book a discovery call with you, and seal the deal. That's why posting client stories is the final key to start landing paying clients. Most of the clients that I work with, for some reason, they think that if they post client stories or client testimonials, it's them being too salesy, or worse. This was the most hilarious reason I've actually heard. A client telling me that they do not want to post client stories because last time when they tried, they got fewer likes, and that's why they don't want to ruin their algorithm. What ends up happening is that you're stuck in this loop of providing value, but you're not actually having your leads book a discovery call with you. And what you have to understand that even though those posts get fewer likes, trust me honey, they make you the most money. Something I tell my clients all the time, while educational pillar and personal story pillars, they're meant for masses, client stories pillar is meant for a very specific targeted group of people who are ready to buy. With my own personal brand, I get the most leads when I share client case studies. Those posts, they get fewer likes, but that's when my readers, they've already seen the value in me, they've already seen the person in me, and now they see that, oh, my method actually works. And that's why that's their final piece, that they're like, okay, you know what, I'm convinced, it's sold, I'm booking a discovery call, she's amazing, and also actually she's helping other people and it's working, so now I'm ready to book a discovery call. One day when I was promoting my webinar, I even had many people messaging me saying that my webinar was overbooked and they really wanted to get in, but unfortunately the webinar was booked out. And that all came from the selling content that, yes, got less impressions, but at the end of the day, my webinar was filled up and unfortunately some people couldn't get in. So keep your ego aside, keep your virality chaser, dopamine addiction side aside, and be comfortable with posting how your methods worked and the case studies so that you start making the most money. Because every smart marketing person knows that at the end of the day, the point of you having your personal brand is to start getting leads, is to start getting clients for your business. So here's your content strategy for LinkedIn. Post your educational content so that we know what exactly is your expertise about. Post personal stories so that we get to see you as a human who has opinions, who has thoughts, who has difficult days, who has the things that we really resonate with. And post the client stories so that we are finally convinced that your methods are working and we really want to jump on a call with you because we want to explore how to potentially collaborate. Apply these 3 pillars for the next 2 to 3 months and you will start seeing how your your soulmate clients are knocking on the door to finally start working with an expert who is an amazing leader just like yourself. Building a personal brand is not only sharing about your expertise, it's also showing the human side of you, the struggles that you've been through as an entrepreneur, the character development, the difficulties. You want to make sure that you're viewed as a human and you attract clients who resonate with your story, who respect you, not only as an expert, but as a human. It's not about attracting flaky clients who DM you, hi, how much? Which happened to me in the past. And then I know the moment clients message like that means they're not serious, they're most likely comparing you with other service providers, and most likely they will not convert. Because what you have to understand is that at the end of the day, there are millions of service providers like you. Competition is inevitable. There's so many people who are also providing personal branding services, but the reason my clients would choose me is because they look up to me, they resonate with me, they like me. Personal branding is about attracting clients who write heartfelt DMs about how excited they are to message you and tell you that they are really looking forward to collaborating with you because they've been reading your story from afar. And you know what? I've been going through something like that myself. In the past, I have also been running the business because I was not very connected to my purpose, and now I'm connected to my purpose and I'm starting my personal brand, and I need Mitch, an expert like you, who can help me to strategize my personal brand. This is the type of the clients that you want to attract, the type of the clients that message you heartfelt DMs of how much they resonate and they themselves been in their shoes before. But here's a catch, something that my clients ask me all the time. But Mitch, how do I post my personal stories in a way that I'm not oversharing, that I do not lose my authority? Where is the boundaries? How do I make sure that I do not come across as cringe, sharing some sob stories? That's why in my next video, I'll show you how to sharpen your personal stories pillar using my favorite storytelling technique that will captivate your buyers. This way, you will start attracting soulmate clients and be seen as an industry catalyst, as an authentic and magnetic leader. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button down below. By the way, I didn't just come up with this out of the thin air. These insights come from my years of experience as a content marketer who developed high-level branding strategies for corporates, for my own personal brand on LinkedIn, and for my clients' personal brands. My clients right now are establishing their personal brands beyond LinkedIn. They are getting their media features, they're getting podcast invitations and landing TEDx opportunities. But most importantly, all of my clients start attracting value-aligned soulmate clients. And if you need more help for your own content strategy that is more personalized to your case, your industry, I've put together a free resource that has a questionnaire that will help you to answer the questions and formulate what are your pillars. Once you fill up this questionnaire, you will get more clarity, start getting more eyeballs on your content, and finally start attracting soulmate clients. You can find the link down below. Thank you so much for hanging with me here, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye!